Welcome back to Wheel of SNES, Season 4, Episode 7.
47.
Episode total 47. We're winding down the...
Well, okay, hang on. Is this actually episode 47, or are we counting the re-rank episodes?
I kind of keep them in their own...
category?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it gets all... I barely can remember the amount of games we played, so...
Okay, because this would technically be episode 50 if you counted the re-ranks.
Well, we're going to go with 47.
47?
We're
Okay.
going to go with. So, this month we got... Or not this month, this week, we got a sports game.
Yeah!
Everybody says, oh, sports games. But, we really haven't played many. Well, I mean, when we started talking about it, we have played quite a few. But we've got a good variety. We've not just, pulled, 4 football games.
Yeah,
we've had hockey.
We've had Roger Clemens.
Basketball.
NBA Live 95. Dig and Spike Volleyball.
Correct.
And Hit the Ice.
Right.
And...
I feel like there was one more, wasn't there? Maybe not.
No, I think that was it.
So, we got Capcom Soccer Shootout. Never heard of it before?
Nope.
I'm sure I probably played this. I don't remember it, but I'm sure this is a game I feel like any of these sports games was at every rental place.
Yeah. It had to be. It was Capcom.
And it is Capcom. So, without further ado, would you like me to read the back of the box to you, Josh?
Oh, it better just say goal in real big letters.
Well, on the front of the front cover has what I'm guessing is a slide tackle. It is a horrible looking tackle. It's dated,
Yeah.
And there is a big yellow, this. What
Is
would
it a
you
yellow
call
card?
that?
Oh, a big star swap type deal.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, look here. And so I'm like, well, I can't read this. Let me look. And it says,
Zoom in.
I did. I zoomed in. It says manual enclosed in English and Spanish. And then down below it says incluye manual en inglés y español. So I'm like, okay. A little melodramatic, but, so be it. Now, mind you, well, we'll get to when this game came out and why that probably is more important than you would think. So, Capcom's Soccer Shootout. It says, this is real soccer. This is quite a bit. Look here, it's going to take me a minute.
Oh, wow. That's a big back of the box. Okay.
Flags waving, fans screaming, confetti flying. Everyone awaits the referee's whistle to kick off the Soccer Shootout. It's come down to this, the most anticipated matchup of the year. For real soccer kicks, here's Capcom's Soccer Shootout. Corner kicks, free kicks, throw-ins, yellow cards, the whole 110 yards. You want to win? Teamwork is the key. Cut your opponent's defense to shreds with crisp passes. Hit the open man and boom! It's in the net.
Oh, man.
The crowds are here. The teams are here. The referee is here. Now all that's needed is you. Lace up your cleats because no matter how you play it, you've scored with Capcom's Soccer Shootout. Now it's got bullet points over here. It says,
Okay.
lightning fast gameplay featuring 10 realistic player moves, including bicycle kicks, shoulder tackles, slide tackles, and diving saves. Choose from 12 international teams and play a single game or a full 22 or 44 game season.
Okay.
6 different game modes of play to choose from, including exhibition, full season, penalty kick, shootout, all-star games, skill challenge, and indoor soccer in all caps. For up to 4 players with a multiplayer adapter. So then it says made in Japan right under it. So that's it. Does that not make you want to lace it up and go bend it like Beckham?
Let's go bend it like Beckham.
All right. So, when it was published and developed by Capcom. When you hear Capcom, you sure as hell don't think of sports game.
Mega Man!
Heck yeah, Mega Man. Some Street Fighter.
Dragon Dogma 2, which is coming out later this next month or so.
But they've had some sports games. I just was kind of curious because I don't know how many games Capcom's made, but I figure they're probably up there with the best of them. And so the only sports games that I really seen that was released maybe in America was Gold Medal Challenge, Sports Clubs, MVP Football, and We Love Golf. I think I've seen We Love Golf on like a PlayStation or something. I feel like that.
A PlayStation Store or something
yeah,
like that?
Yeah. I don't know what it was actually released on, so they have had a few.
They didn't do Mega Man Soccer?
I'm sure they probably did have Mega
Man. They had to, right? Because that's their franchise.
Well, yeah, well, I bet when I looked at Sports Game, they probably did not put. It is Mega Man Soccer. So you're right. You're right. But I guess probably the one thing that's most notable is we don't really know of any sports games that Capcom's made. So that probably says a lot right there. This game came out in 1994.
Okay.
And I've got a few more notes here. Now, to put this to be fair enough, in 1994, I'm trying to think when the World Cup came to the United States. I think it was in 98. It may have been 94, actually. I can't remember. But soccer was really frowned upon. I ain't going to say frowned upon, but like...
It wasn't well known.
You had your big three sports. You had your baseball, your football, your basketball. Hockey was in the shadows, and soccer wasn't even a thought. So we've came leaps and bounds as far as soccer and all that since... 94, obviously, it's a very big sport up here. But in 94, it was really a secondhand conclusion. People will be like, oh, it's just, even probably to today, it's just going to say, oh, it's just a bunch of grown men rolling on the ground acting like they're hurt. It's for people that probably weren't good enough to play the other sports.
You were correct. It was in 94.
Okay. I know that because, it was pretty big. That's when you had Alexi Lawless, Kobe Jones. This was like the first... Before 94, the only, and there was actually a game, I think, on Super Nintendo, Tony Meola's soccer. A goalkeeper was pretty much the most notable. Snickers, I think, had him as a spokesman, but the best player that we had out of the United States was pretty much a goalkeeper. Not dogging the goalkeepers, because we've had electric ones like Tim Howard, but, it's like in hockey. A good goalkeeper is great, but you want somebody like Gretzky. You want to score. Yes.
You want to strike.
And this was the first time we actually had players that had a little pizzazz that was actually maybe good enough to play against some of the world's best, and they had a little attitude, so it was easy to root for them. So to put this in perspective, too, when this came out, so just put this in mind. When you think of football, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? When you think of football, video games, what's the first word you think of?
Madden, of course.
So Madden has been a staple through all these years. This game came out in 94. Madden started in 1990.
Yeah.
So I'd say probably by the mid-90s, Madden probably had a strong hold on the competition. But when you think of soccer and video games, what do you think of?
You think of FIFA now.
FIFA started in 93. And there was actually a FIFA game that came out for the Super Nintendo. I can't remember which one. It came out in May 94. This one came out in September. So, FIFA was a pretty good idea, and it was a fun game. But FIFA wasn't as big as what it is now.
Yeah.
Neither was Madden. So, this was, I guess you kind of...
This was the building blocks.
There's probably more. I know you have Bill Walsh's college football. You have the Tecmo footballs, and there's a lot of soccer games.
What was it, Quarterback Club?
Yeah. And so, you got a lot of soccer games too, but nobody had really cornered the market. Now I feel like in today's day and age, if you're going to make a football game or a soccer game or any sports game, you're just going to get swallowed up by EA. It's not going to be as good as Madden. They're pay the money, FIFA and all of them to have the names and likeness. So just to put that in perspective, to kind of grade this on a curve, because there wasn't really a dynamic franchise out there.
Yeah. There wasn't a monopoly just yet.
Yeah. So, plot of the game is you play soccer.
You got to be the best.
Well, you ain't got to be the best but to play soccer, but it's a soccer game. So,
you want that Stanley Cup.
You basically can choose through tournaments, penalty kicks, all-stars, exhibitions, and you're playing against your friend, two friends, a computer, two people versus computer, however you want to, but it's soccer. You're just trying to score goals, you're trying to move on in whatever tournament that you're in. So there isn't really much of a plot other than to be good. So I guess that's really all I've got to build us up to get into the game, Josh. Is there anything that you would like to add before we get into the actual gameplay or the make-it section?
No, I mean, you've summed up soccer.
Well, I did. not to be that guy. I did play college soccer. I played soccer for many years. So
I played soccer for, I think, 5.
So, and most people would say I played for 5 years, kindergarten through 5th grade. So how most people would probably say it.
Yeah, see, I played mine, I think, from 4th to almost high school.
So,
and then I switched to football.
So I'm pretty well versed in soccer. I ain't gonna say that I'm good, but I do understand some of the aspects, the rules, all that, etc. So I guess without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the make it section, Josh. And one thing I wasn't expecting with this game that I'm gonna put, well, let me go ahead and put it out there. You know what my first make it's gonna be? It follows the fundamental rules of soccer.
I was about to say, it's the rules.
It is a soccer game, and that's what you're getting. So you're not getting something wild. You're not getting a game that's called Futbol Shootout, and you're expecting it, and it's spelled different, and you're expecting a football game, and you get soccer. You know, it's a soccer game.
Yeah,
it's
straight up soccer.
But one thing I wasn't prepared for, really, I guess, is I was expecting, because, like I say, you think Madden, you think FIFA, you think NHL, you think some of the 2K games. When we started this up, I feel like I was like, oh, even though Capcom's behind it, I feel like we're going to get a cheap knockoff. But when you started up,
stream was good.
Didn't care for the music on that stream.
Music was bad, but the startup was decent.
But once it opened up, you had 6 different modes. Exhibition, main game, All-Stars, PK, indoor soccer, and training. And you even had your own little pictures for it. And I like the
variety.
Yeah, the variety.
It was real nice.
And just to kind of follow in, the first thing we did was pick PKs. We played a game of it over here. A couple of games, actually.
Well, we played Expedition first, and then we done PK.
I thought we played PKs first.
No, I think we done Expedition, PKs, and then we tried indoor, followed by training. Okay. And we found out that we suck.
Yes, that is factually correct. I do have a note in here for indoor soccer. But, you had a lot of game modes. So,
it gave you a nice choice. Like, there's not many sports games that give you something like that. Especially early on.
I guess you would say the training is kind of your tutorial, if that's what you want to call it. Man. But, dear God, you could, could. I did appreciate that the name of it is Capcom Soccer Shootout. And they gave you an option for a shootout.
Yeah, they give you a shootout option.
A shootout in soccer is like a shootout in hockey. It's like it's electric, It's one of the few times that you line up and the pressure's not on the goalkeeper because if you're good, you're supposed to score. All the pressure's on the guy kicking.
Yeah.
And so, that's always kind of a neat dynamic because, even though there's celebrations and all that, it's like, oh, wow, you have a big-ass goal and you scored. Oh, you really rubbed it in that keeper's face, you know? But whatever, That's
to me, it's a little bit more electrifying in hockey.
So let's go ahead and I guess I'll go ahead into this.
Start dissecting.
This game is, I guess, a country-based game, which is cool.
Yep.
Because when I say this, is like it's more relatable.
You have the U.S.
We actually, I'd say at this time, I don't think Major League Soccer may have just started. It may have had like 8 teams or 10 teams. But even now it doesn't compare to some of the overseas stuff. But back then it was really
it was huge.
It was poor the skill set versus the other. So we probably had indoor soccer we probably had more club teams that was more well known, but we just came off the World Cup. So nobody's going to give a crap about the New York Kicks.
Yeah.
But, or even the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars. That was one of the first teams. But what people cared about was USA, Germany, Brazil, and you had France and all these powerhouses. And of course, you have a little bit of country pride. But we just coming off, or either I can't remember exactly when in '94 the World Cup was. You're either getting ready or coming off that, so it was fresh in your mind. So I feel like having the taste of World Cup and then giving it countries was really smart, because if you would have gave them bullshit names, or you would have given them names of actual teams, nobody would give a damn. But if somebody wants to root for USA, or somebody wants to be Brazil or Mexico or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I like that. I like that 100%, because, I think one of the first game, or maybe even the second game, I'm like, okay, where are you at? Because you always got to go USA.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, Holland, let's do it. And you're like, they're like really good. And I'm like, well,
Holland is also the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Which, believe it or not, there was 12 teams. And there was actually, I guess, a difficulty, that some teams were rated higher. Number 12 was Cameroon.
Okay.
Number 11 was the USA, which is probably accurate.
Probably.
I can't believe that they would have France at number 10. Great Britain at number 9. I feel like France would have been above them.
Yeah.
Holland at 8. Mexico at 7. I don't think Mexico was probably that good in '94, maybe. Spain at 6. Russia is 5. Argentina 4, Brazil 3, Italy 2, and Germany 1. And Germany in '94 was a freaking powerhouse. You had Jurgen Klinsmann, which actually was a coach of the U.S. national team for quite a while. He was a young man playing and won at least one World Cup, maybe more, with Germany. So, yeah, that is pretty accurate. So I'm just going to go ahead and start before we really get into the gameplay. But I'm just going to say what makes this game. I've got this in here because it's broken but fun. As I've got in here, the training mode's bullshit, but it was kind of fun as hell.
Yeah.
Like when we played this, we got into this training mode and just got owned like a bunch of noobs. Like not even close to being good.
No.
That fucking shooting one was like the most cutthroat thing in the world. But the whole time we were playing it, we're sitting there laughing, having a good time. And
the shooting and the corner kick.
Oh, yeah.
The corner kick was, God, that was terrible.
And when you say that, with training, if you can master the damn training that they put in here, you're going to kick ass at this game.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I did not master the training, and I did not kick ass at this game. And I guess probably one thing we should probably talk about, too, I'll save that for the break, and it actually is. So, one of the most electric things in, we went to penalty kicks.
We did?
So we went to penalty kicks next. We're just going to walk you through this gameplay. Penalty kicks was pretty fun. Now, I'm going to say, I still play some of the newer Maddens, and I don't like the whole penalty kick aspect on the newer games. I don't like being a goalkeeper.
You mean the newer FIFAs?
Yes.
You said Maddens.
Maddens, I'm sorry. FIFAs.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's been like that recently. Like, I'm saying past 10 years, I feel like FIFA has got the penalty kicks incorrect on there. They used to have it correct. They don't anymore. I don't like it. It is...
Well, they're adding so many more true sense feel. It's like in Madden now, whenever you go to throw the ball, like if you're not playing on rookie or something like that, you got to aim where you're throwing it. And so they're adding all this extra depth into it.
So, and even though most soccer players say a penalty kick isn't just dumb luck, there's skill involved. We played as dumb luck, and it was fun.
Yep.
I think we went into overtime on it. Or
we did.
I know we were passing it back and forth. I think I shot and blocked, and then I handed it to you. I can't remember exactly how we did.
It came down to the very last kick. Is what it boiled down to. Is either had to make it and we win, or to tie it, I think.
And so, I guess to go into another make it here is the next thing we did is we went into an exhibition. and I'm going to leave the exhibition for the next round of not make it but break it. But there was a goal.
There was a goal.
And the thing is that I wasn't expecting is you got a player running. I can't even remember the celebrations.
There was.
I feel like there's one where he's probably kissing.
There's another where he jumped and done the arms out.
And that was pretty stereotypical of a soccer celebration.
Yeah.
You get a little sass, a little pizzazz. I mean,
no one took their shirt off.
Yeah, and games can end in ties. So, to be able to score in soccer is a big deal, even though I'd say more games than not actually have goals, but people have this stigma. It's watching a 2-hour game for it to be 1-0.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is like that. So I did like that you kind of had some celebrations.
Yep.
And then in the middle of it, I did like it. It's pretty damn smart by Capcom. Because the first time I seen it, I said, holy shit. Now in today's soccer, they have electronic billboards that go around the field.
Yeah.
So you can advertise and it pops right up. Back then, they just had like these, look like cardboard foam signs. And as the guy's running by celebrating, it says Mega Man. And I was like, holy shit, that just said Mega Man. Well, after playing it a little bit later after he had left, they also had an advertisement on one of them boards for Mega Man and Street Fighter.
Oh.
So, pretty damn smart while you're playing a Capcom game. Why don't you check out one of these games, So, that was pretty cool. I was like, a little subliminal advertising.
Yeah, that's real neat. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I did play some of my Mega Man Legacy collection the past couple of days.
Okay.
Still terrible.
Okay, I've got one more section I'm going to go into. I guess I've kind of been dictating this make it. Do you have any make it's you want to bring into this, Josh?
Here's my make it. It's not a big list.
But certainly.
Yeah, but like I said, the penalty kick is amazing. The training, even though it was complete bullshit.
The training was fun because we were playing next to each other.
It was entertaining. Yeah, if you were doing that by yourself, I could agree that was probably horrible. I thoroughly enjoyed indoor soccer.
Well, I've got indoor soccer as my next make it.
Because it was fun. It was complete bullshit. But it was entertaining enough.
My quote on indoor soccer says, indoor soccer is wild as hell.
It 100% is.
So,
it is fucking ridiculous.
Not to disrespect.
I played indoor soccer for a year.
Not to disrespect Capcom's soccer shootout. This would be like going on a date with a girl, telling another girl, telling about another date you'd went on.
Yeah.
But in FIFA, I think it was 94 or International, I can't remember, one of the first FIFAs I'd ever played, when you beat the game with a team, it gave you a code.
Okay.
And it wasn't like as big as like playing NBA Jam with like big head mode and all that.
Or
but
werewolves.
it would be like no fouls, I think.
Okay.
And there was one that I thought was always the funnest because you could, curve the ball on FIFA just like you could on here, easier than you could here. But there was one where there was no out of bounds. And so it essentially treated it like indoor soccer, even though you're playing on a field. And it was just so damn wild because you just kick the shit out of the ball and you don't know where the hell it's going to go. It's like playing 9-ball pool. You just hit that motherfucker hard and then maybe it works out. Yeah. Maybe it don't. And it reminded me so much of playing FIFA. Just the shit like, because there was a lot of balls that either get tapped over or, that you could essentially just kick out of bounds.
Yeah.
And these sons of bitches would rock it back in. And man, I felt like we were decent at real field soccer. Like, I gave up some goals, like, trying to figure out what I was doing, and you brought it back.
Yeah.
Indoor soccer? I don't know, man. It's
just dumb luck at that point.
But I did indoor soccer, I think, is probably my favorite part of this game.
That's the strongest.
Well, I don't know. I probably like the PK shootout, but as far as actual playing, I feel like... and to go into the other game mode of All Stars, it was just the same. It was okay. It wasn't really nothing for me to write home about. But man, if that indoor soccer, I don't know.
It was fun, and this is the thing too. Is like we're going to bring a lot into the break it on more than likely the expedition and all the other stuff. But Expedition, it wasn't bad. It was challenging because of the way the movement was and passing. But besides that, I mean, it was still an enjoyable, I'll put in quotations, enjoyable game. But like I said, just indoor soccer, it was just, like you said, it's wild.
So, one thing that I think of too, with this one having the exhibition and the tournament, and the PK, and the indoor soccer, I feel like really it was like playing dig and spike volleyball, where you had outdoor and indoor volleyball. Yeah. I feel like this was a better version of saying, hey, you got outside soccer and indoor soccer.
Yeah.
Now, I say that with tongue in cheek because the game does definitely have its flaws.
It does have its flaws.
It was two different freaking games.
Yeah.
There. I mean, the game.
It was night and day.
Yeah. Less people on the field, I believe, in indoor. I didn't really count them. It should have been less. But the whole strategy is definitely different.
Yeah. Screw past it. Just kick the shit out of it, and hopefully your guy gets there.
Okay. I think that's all I got for Make It, Josh. And sadly enough, I don't think that there was really one massive, like, this is the best part of this. Like, what? I mean, the indoor soccer was fun.
Yeah. I got one more Make It.
Okay, hit us with it.
I like the fact that you could set up your lineup. Even though I didn't know these assholes, but if I did know them,
yeah, and I guess
I could probably stack a team.
And I don't think that they used any real player now.
They may not have.
But I feel like they use names, and this could be like, I don't know, racial, stereotypical. I mean, like, I'll go ahead and tell you though, when I was watching, playing France, the guys seem like French names. I mean, I don't know what the fuck a French name is, but yeah.
Darnay.
Yeah. So like, America kind of had names I figured would be in America.
Wilson.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say
James Miller.
The Netherlands. I don't know anybody from Holland. Kind of sounds Hollandese to me. So the
Hollandese.
It kind of seemed like you put at least enough effort. Setting your lineup is a little too much for me.
A little German in there.
I feel like if you're going to set your lineup, maybe there was something with formations that you would do.
Yeah, I agree. But there have been, like in the hockey, the chemistry, the lineup chemistry.
So I was fine. I didn't really care for that. I just wanted to play the game.
I thought it was neat. I thought it was a cool aspect that they gave you.
But I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, what did they just... I feel like, let's think of names for people of this country, of Germany. And they'll be like, I know there's a guy, his real name's like Klaus or something like that.
Yeah,
be like, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, Klaus.
But, maybe that's kind of fucked up. But it doesn't really, not really. I mean, they were pretty good at it. I mean, at least the countries
Mexico,
I see.
Eduardo, Enrique,
so,
Iglesias.
For what it is, that part was pretty funny. All right. So, I'm going to jump in to break it then, if you've got everything off your heart.
Everything off my chest.
So, it says it on the back of the box. You can play a season that's 22 or 44 games. That's too many fucking games. That is too many fucking games. That's like in Roger Clemens where you play like a 140 game season. Nobody's doing that.
And you're only hoping Roger Clemens is to let the team scores too much that it rolls over and you win.
And I know they're just like, oh my God, look, it's like real life. It's so realistic. I know that's probably what they were going for, but yeah, playing 22 or 44 games, no thanks.
Yeah, I mean that I have that problem now with my NHL. Is I'm not playing 64 games.
No. And I'm gonna go ahead too and say that they said these teams are technically ranked skill wise. The way this game is set up. I don't know that, for me, I don't know that one fucking country is better than the other.
Dude, Holland beat the shit out of me defensively.
So, and part of that is because, we'll get into some of the basics, the button mapping was pretty fucked up on
It was terrible.
So, like, I mean, most games, I mean, even FIFA nowadays works pretty good with the 4 buttons. Like, you got like a pass, a cross,
a lob.
Yeah, you got a pass, you got a lob. You got to shoot, and then, maybe through ball or something like that. I don't know what the fuck was up with this one, man. Sometimes it was like you could pass a shot, you could shoot a pass. I don't know.
Yeah, I got no idea.
And I didn't even know you could curve the ball until we got into training, and you were trying to curve that ball in. And
Bend it like Beckham.
And I will tell you, FIFA kicked their ass. I can't even remember how you did it, but I know FIFA.
You just held over on the directional pad whenever you kick it.
So here is why this FIFA kicked the shit out of Capcom. In FIFA, you curve the ball with your L and R on top. So as you were
that would have
kicking,
been nice.
And what made it so crazy then is when like that curve was so intense on it, like it was way curvy. Is when you were playing it to where there's no out of bounds, you could literally bounce it down the field. Like so, if you did a corner kick, you could almost score every time if you just held it. But
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This game here, whenever I was bending it, if you held it over as soon as you kick it, that son of a bitch would take off like it got caught in a hurricane.
Oh yeah. It looked like one of them Chicago Bears field goals.
Yeah,
or something,
where it's just wind and poof, gone.
So I've got this in the break it, but this is probably there's nothing they could have did with this. There's some things that are dated.
Yeah,
some of the rules
are dated.
Yes. So and this was probably accurate back in the day. But in this game, I know I'd say pass it gingerly back to the goalkeeper. But if you pass the ball to the goalkeeper nowadays, they cannot pick the ball up.
Yeah, they have to kick it.
They have to kick it unless it's a header or a deflection. So I did notice that. And probably the funniest thing about how stupid we were during this was the first game I was playing out on the field. It was getting close to the half, and this dude just shit wrecked me with a slide tackle. Well, he shit wrecked me with this slide tackle, and it popped up and started flashing injury.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, he's fucking hurt, and I'm like, oh god, it's like
you're down a man.
Yeah,
at that
and so I'm like, what the fuck? So then we get to like halftime, and then we can't find the guy that's injured, and then when you're playing, I figure it out. It used to be called injury time. Now they call it stoppage time, which factors in injuries and time wasting and all that. And that was pretty funny because it just happened to pop up right after I got shit wrecked. And
I thought you were down, man. I thought it was like hockey.
Yeah, and
I thought until it changed the possession or timeout or stoppage, you were just fucked.
And I don't know. I think at halftime you could change your lineup. I don't know that you could really sub during the game. It might have been a little too fancy for what this...
well, I do know that you could do formations during the whole string select. But again, those formations didn't mean anything if there was no chemistry or like good bad meter.
So, yeah, a couple of the things that's nothing to the fault was just being dated. But to go back into that first game, there is no fucking learning curve.
No.
I got 2 goals scored on me just trying to figure out what the fuck the pass and the kick buttons are.
Trying to figure out how to move your people because that's the big, that is, I think, my biggest flaw with the game is the people movement. Like you control everybody at once.
This one's a pretty big one for me. It's not the biggest one. I know what we're going to go. The biggest one is like 3 fucking things probably rolled into one. But the referee in here. Okay. So when you say, how are you going to get the soccer ball? As somebody that doesn't follow soccer a lot, Josh, I think you would say, hey, we're going to slide tackle.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like trying to, in hockey, throwing a full body hit. Like catching them in the chest.
Yep. Throwing that shoulder.
It's a body check, but there's also just checks where you're hitting the stick and stealing. It's the same in soccer. Like, if you're going to have a penalty called on you, a lot of times if you do a slide tackle and you miss, you might even get kicked out of the fucking game because it's going to look really bad if you take this dude out. And even if you do it right, you might still get a foul called on you just because it looks bad.
Because of the slide.
Yes. Now, the key with the slide tackle, just to get too much information, is you got to touch the ball first before you touch anybody else, and you can't go in with your cleats sticking out. I
didn't know that.
Yeah, because you can't go cleats up. That's what they'll say is hurting. Although sometimes it's just the way shit falls.
Yeah.
But either way, slide tackling is utilized in this game like way too much.
Fuck yeah, it is. That's how do you think I'm got our points back?
That's fun, but that's like
it's like you playing the old Madden and spamming hurdle.
Yeah, or I mean, it's like, you know, being able to hit people in Madden, hit people after the play, but hit them out of bounds and you get a flag thrown. Every now and then they just call a random fucking penalty. Like, okay, like I literally got slide tackle from the back. You know, no fucking ball. There's no foul. And then they fucking call a foul randomly. Yeah. And I'm like, I guess it's just to showcase this free kick, which I don't give two shits about. But then it gives you this little animation when he calls the foul of the referee there. And then he kind of, and then he just shrugs his shoulder. I'm like, what the fuck? Why even put the referee there?
Yeah.
If you're going to put the referee there, make him call the fucking game. Yeah. Like, you shouldn't be able to slide tackle
show the way
yellow,
you do.
Yes.
Or show the red.
Yeah, at the point that you're going to let us slide tackle the way you are, and that's fine. Just let us play the fucking game. Don't blow no fucking whistle.
Yeah.
But, you know, I guess they felt like, hey, maybe once a game we're going to call a foul and show a referee just to show that we're real. I don't know.
Because I'm not going to lie. I slide tackle the fuck out of people, and I got us a win because of it, but every one of them should have been a penalty.
Yes, 100%. Absolutely.
I didn't care if it was from the back, from the side, from the front. I was sliding.
And I guess I should say with this game too, this probably goes more into the make it, even though you would think I was broken, is the whole time we were playing this game, I think the words of choice by me was just, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's unfortunate. No. Oh no. Like, it was just that. It was never like, yes, great. I just constantly was like,
it was
hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie. You just sitting there, your inner monologue that was being voiced. It's just like, oh no. Nope. That was a mistake. Oh no. Oh no.
All right. So, do you have any little break-its before I get into some of the bigger stuff here, Josh?
Little break-its is, it's coming back to the training. Like, even though it's training, quotations, tutorial, why did you not give me a little dialogue on how to do stuff?
Right. Like on shooting, how to get away from that fucking defender.
Yeah, never got around him. Never got around him. We fucked that all up.
Like, yeah, we played it multiple times.
Yeah. But no, like, seriously, like, corner kick. Hold the directional pad to bend the ball. You know, just something simple. That's all I needed. Well, what are you supposed to do? Just stumble across it? Which is what happened to me.
Well, yeah, because I know, like, we stumbled across trying to bend the ball because we didn't fucking know how to. Know.
Now, maybe if we read the manual, but who the fuck? You put training in there to help train. At least give me some dialogue, some text, something.
Well, I'm going to come into the first big break it with the quote of who knows what the fuck is up with the goalkeeping in this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, first of all, you present us the players, which give us our skill size with the soccer ball, which is fine. And the goalkeeper's the same size. But the fucking goal is outrageously huge.
Super huge.
So if you're judging by... Now, like, when you're doing the shootout, it doesn't look that bad.
No, it looks sort of ratio correct.
It looks like if you were playing air hockey, that there is more goal score than there is shit to bounce off of. Like, that's how oversized. I mean, it had to be 4 times the size. But, dude, this goalkeeper was just nuts. Like, I know that we probably controlled him a little bit because another weird mechanic of the game. So I think we probably did.
I don't know, but I'm not going to lie. Our goalkeeper was on his fucking steroids and cocaine that day.
Like, yeah, I mean, these diving animations were just freaking retarded.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they're fun as shit.
But dude was on his P's and Q's that entire day.
I mean, hit the ice, it was just kind of keep shooting, and then there was no skill. You just shoot, and one day one of them's going to go in. I feel like there was some of that going on.
There 100% was.
God, that goalkeeping was wild.
Passing is absolutely impossible in this game.
Here, getting into the biggest. I said this has got the weirdest mechanics that I think I've ever seen in a sports game. Maybe the worst mechanic I've ever seen is the passing on this.
Yep.
So, and this even goes to like what you try to teach kids in soccer from a young age, that you have to try to get it out of their system, because it still happens in high school and above. Is people either do two things: they either run from the ball or they sit there and wait for the ball to come to them. When the ball is kicked, you should go to the ball.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's not, you're used to waiting.
And don't bunch up. Spread out.
So in this game, like, you take for granted the games where there's like a pass assist or like a button that pushes over. But, you know, when you're passing, when you're on a fast break, imagine in basketball, you know, that maybe you're on a fast break and everybody's moving up. When you pass the ball, your player is technically, the way this plays is like your player's running away from the ball.
Yeah.
Like, you almost, like, the only thing I know is to pass it is you pass it and just stop running.
Yeah, don't run.
To the games that we played, I still don't know how to complete a fucking pass.
No.
So the passing is so bad in here. Like, the crossing's probably not as bad, but just trying to actually pass to a fucking player, even when, that's how they scored 2 goals on me. I try to figure out how to pass.
Yeah.
And it was so bad that I'm just like, I ain't fucking passing. If my guy gets the ball, I'm just going to try to zigzag in and out.
And that worked.
And it was just horrible. And then when you're passing, like, and I mean, I know in today's games, you can pass it out of bounds, but like, you could just fucking pass it ahead of yourself where there's nobody there, or pass it straight to, I mean, it was so stupid.
It was terrible.
The shooting wasn't even that bad, but this was the worst mechanic I think I may have ever seen on a freaking sports game. Like, that was how bad this passing was. The passing made this game fucking unplayable.
Yeah. You were better off just getting the ball, whether you be a striker, defender, and just marching the ball downfield yourself.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. That's all I really got on my heart here for it. I do know, though, that when they score a goal and they deserve it, I've got the biggest break it. I remember when we played indoor and they shot a ball and it like went off the framework or it hit the wall and it bounced, and they had a dude that just freaking one-timed it in front of our goal. And it was like, yep, there is no doubt before that ball even hit that player when we seen it happen. Yeah. It's like, that's unfortunate. Like, that is a goal right there.
No, though, but it was entertaining.
Yes.
We both saw it and we're like, yep, that's a goal.
So there was only... This is the biggest fucking break it. Other than it was worse than the worst mechanic in a sports game that I've found so far. Is there was 2 things that I constantly said. One of them was, oh no, no. The other one was me bitching about my thumb hurting like hell and my hand cramping. Fuck. Yeah. Like, man, my hand, maybe this is just the adult in me and I've lost that spirit to play, but man, holding that but my hand was hurting and cramping. Like, I got through half and I'm like, here, Josh, you got to take it. I don't know if I can make it. I need some damn orange slices over here, you know? That's some damn Gatorade.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was fun whenever it came to that. And like I said, it did hurt. Like, which was weird because most games don't really hurt, you know, but at this, it physically hurt your hands and you would cramp up a little bit. Like, maybe we're too old for this.
Yeah, we may be too old.
Maybe the carpal tunnel is finally setting in after all those years of gaming. Who knows? But I'm not gonna lie. One of my enjoyments was you chanting, "Oh no, oh no!"
That was nonstop.
That cracked me up. Way more than it should have.
Well, do you have anything left on your heart, Josh, to get it all
What
out?
did the L and R buttons do?
I don't even remember.
Nothing!
It should have been your fucking curve.
It should have been your curve.
But I only say that because FIFA got it right?
Yeah.
One thing that's strange, too, when we get to the FIFA, because I've got nothing but fond memories of FIFA, and I have a feeling it's probably hot garbage, is FIFA did actually have cards, from what I recall, but you could turn fouls off.
Okay.
And I do think they had injuries.
Oh,
and
that's interesting.
I think when your guy was injured, they just put a red cross above his head, and he moved at half speed. So, something to that. But the angle...
But could you sub him out?
Yes, you could sub
him
out.
That makes all the difference right there.
The angle, though, that is very odd in the FIFA versus this, and I don't know the correct one, is it was like NBA Live 95. It was almost like in a diagonal.
Oh,
so it was weird.
Oh,
it was
God.
weird.
I don't know if I know.
But this one was traditional side-scrolling. And I guess another thing, too, to double back on the break it and the weird mechanics, is when you moved one of your guys, all your guys moved in that direction.
That's what I'm saying. You controlled all of them. It was stupid.
It was essentially playing field soccer with
foosball.
Yes.
It was foosball.
Oh my God.
That's all it was fucking foosball.
But I'm good at foosball. I was not good at this fucking game.
I'm okay at foosball. I'm better at air hockey.
I've got that dog in me on both of them. I think I'm probably a better foosball player because I spent most of my college career in the rec room. And like I say, if you lose, you got to get off the fucking table. So you want to keep playing, you got to get good.
Yeah.
And there ain't no spinning. And I can probably count on one hand the people who can beat me in foosball.
See, that's how it is. Like
now, air hockey, I don't know. I'm just like,
oh, I'm gone whenever it comes to air hockey. It's ridiculous.
Air hockey, I'm like the fucking water boy. It's just going to get really weird and get real intense.
Yeah, same here. Like it gets stupid.
Another sport that I get way more competitive and a side of me comes out that I've never seen is putt-putt or miniature golf.
Dude, same here.
Just wait until they get that one built up the road.
I can't wait.
I want to buy them membership. I got to show up at the damn little golf cart.
Let me drink beer while playing. It'd be fun.
All right.
And then you get your celebratory ice cream.
Yeah, there's a fucking Hershey ice cream on top of that. All right, so back to Capcom Soccer Shootout. I've only really got one fun fact. I've got our rankings. The computer.
I got a fun fact for you.
Well, let's jump in. We got fun facts. We got rankings, in which I did charge my computer so it doesn't die during the rankings this time.
Okay.
And then we have the
price charting.
So you hit me with your fun fact.
You didn't even mention that you are technically a semi-owner of a
That is true.
Soccer team.
Yeah, and there's news on this. I don't think I told you. They're actually part of the MLS Next now.
Really?
Yes. So what he's referring to is one of our local teams, Chattanooga FC, actually did a crowdsourcing where you could buy shares of their team. So yes, I am technically an owner, but I own one share of this team. I did get a jersey. It's got my name on it. It's got your name
somewhere on the millions of others.
Yes. No, I think there was probably 3,600 people. I think was what they had. 3,600 shares sold. But just a fun fact of if they ever go to MLS, which is far.
Elite.
Yes. I might actually get some fucking money out of it. You know, I think they might actually had to buy me out because I think MLS owns all their teams. So yeah.
Hold out.
Fuck you, pay me.
Hold out to the end. Be the last one.
So.
I hope your phone has picked up the velociraptors upstairs dancing.
Oh, they're probably chewing up. I got them a narwhal and a frog. They've destroyed the narwhal. The frog still survives up there.
It doesn't sound like it's surviving.
So, one of the fun facts I have, there was really not a lot of information on this game, but from what I've seen, is in Japan it was the J League Excite Stage 94.
Okay, so it's sort of like a boom boom.
Yes, and I actually may have a J League Excite.
No, you don't.
I may. I might have sold it. Hang on, let me look.
No, you don't. Because if you do, this puts you up there with your Roger Clemens bullshit.
Let me look. I've only got a few Famicom games.
Just a few Famicom?
Yes. Oh my god.
You don't.
Oh my god.
You don't.
Oh my god. What the fuck is that? That is J-League Excite Stage 94.
Holy shit!
I didn't even fucking know that. Like, is this worse than Roger Clemens?
No, because you paid money. Okay. Do you remember how much it was for that?
I'm sure.
Or did you find it out of one of your storage units or thrift stores?
No, I actually purchased this online. So what happened is I got into, we're off the rails, but this deserves
a drunken
defense.
fever.
So I got into a Whatnot auction.
Okay.
And I actually don't have a Famicom, nor have I ever played one, nor do I ever want to collect for them. But they had a Final Fantasy like 3 Famicom game, or 2. And I bought it for like $4.
I'll say that's a pricey game.
Or maybe it's like $6. It's pretty cheap on Famicom. But it get me $6, but then it hit me $4 shipping. So then the way Whatnot works is once you buy the first item, the next item ships for $1. Don't matter how big or small it is.
Really?
So I bought a couple more games, and I bought this game probably for $1 plus $1 shipping. Not to plug Whatnot, but I do have a referral link if you want that.
No, absolutely not.
But I bought this just because it was so fucking dirt cheap. I probably had $2 into it, and now it is listed in my eBay store. Let me see. It is not sold, so I must be way high on this.
Way high.
Or nobody gets it.
Famicom.
It was basically the Japanese Super Nintendo.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
I cannot. When I said Excite Stage, it clicked. But that is what that game is called.
J-League Excite Stage 94.
That is the wildest shit in the world, ain't it?
Yeah.
But to be honest...
Why is it called a Famicom whenever Nintendo is a Japanese-based company?
I think it was the family console, I think, is where the Famicom came from.
Okay, that makes sense.
So,
that makes sense.
But, yeah, I just thought about it when I said Excite, because I remember getting Excite, because when I hear Excite, what I think is...
Excitebot!
Excitebot. And then it has a fucking soccer on it. Let me see what I've got this one listed.
Which, honestly, NES games, Excitebot, I think is gold tier.
Oh, yeah.
Can you win the full tournament? Probably not, but it's fucking hilarious.
All right. I've got J-League listed. And it's been listed for a minute. Because I'm like, I ain't never going to play this. I've got it for $14.99, so no wonder I haven't sold it.
You 3 people that listen to us, if you buy this Famicom, I will personally send you a gift card to get that out of his collection.
Maybe we do if we can get 25 comments on one of the videos,
we give it away as free.
I will give that game away as a free. So, yeah, I can't determine if Roger Clemens is worse than that.
It's 100% worse because you paid an amount of money. I'm not going to say a decent amount because it was
I paid like $20 for it.
Yeah, it was $20. You know, and what's the old saying? 20 is 20.
That is true. Somebody's dick probably got sucked for that. All right. So we know what J-League Excite All-Stars, and J-League does a lot of games down there, but J-League Excite All-Stars apparently is not worth $14.99.
Apparently not.
From what I found, most of the Famicom games are way cheaper than the Super Nintendo games. What do you think a loose copy of Capcom Soccer Shootout runs, John?
Dude, if it's more than 10.
It's more than 10.
Really? Okay, now hang on. Before I make my second guess, is it due to it being a 94 or is it due to being Capcom?
Well, if you mean like do it being the 94
for the World Cup,
I think that has zero to do with it because there's a lot of games that come out like FIFA World Cup. None of them games hold value, so this has to be a Capcom.
It has to be a Capcom. Okay.
If I had to guess,
okay. Then I would say 23.
The loose price according to price charting is 21. What I seen on eBay was about 24 shipped, so it was like $19.99 and $4 shipping.
But say second guess was 25.
What do you think a complete copy of it?
A complete copy, I would venture and say, is roughly 67.
No.
High or low?
What do you think?
Low?
No.
I'm high on it?
Yeah, you're low. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
thought you got to go higher as well.
Okay. Then I would say 80.
No, you're still low.
Are you? Is this triple digits?
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Triple digits!
Yeah. Now, mind you, a loose one, according to price charting, sells 2 times a month. The complete sells 2 times a year.
Okay. That makes a little difference.
There's a new one that sells once a year, is what it's
Dear
called.
Jesus.
But, yeah, 80's low.
Let's say 124.
Low.
No.
Low. I was cracking up when I seen this.
280?
No, you're way high.
Okay. At least I caught a base.
Okay. Build off the other guess.
Let's go 154.
Close enough. According to price charting, 144.06.
Okay.
The one I seen on eBay that just sold was 169.
Dear Jesus.
Do you want to take a guess what a new one cost?
My original rule is triplet, so it'd be like 3 something.
Low.
Yeah, I figured. Actually, no, it'd be 4 something. It'd be 427.
It's only $46 difference to get a graded one over a new one.
I'd rather take the graded. So 450.
Close enough. I didn't see one on eBay. New price was $461.
Okay.
Graded one at $507. Now sometimes this shit gets like in manuals get ridiculous.
Yeah,
with just
yeah,
the
yeah.
box. What blows my mind?
Is it like last week whenever like a box was like $100 fucking?
Okay, so and I don't know. I don't really pay as much attention, but if you have a complete in box copy of something and it's $300, and it says the game's $100, the box is $100, and the manual's $100, I feel like you put all 3 of them together and
That's 300. Yeah.
This one's weird, and that may not be the way they do it because I guess complete in box should fetch a premium as just selling the manual or box, but the manual is only at $11.51. The game's $21.03. The box only price is $39.99. So technically, you could fucking go spend like $60, $70, $80 and then fucking flip it.
Yeah, flip it for like $300 fucking $400.
Well, you complete for $144, but the game's not fun enough to do that, I don't think.
No, but you'd make a killing on the market.
It's just kind of strange seeing that. Now, I forgot to put in there at the start, there was no speed runs, believe it or not, for this.
Oh.
I figured there'd be some sick freak.
No, it's see, that's the thing with speedruns.
I want a speed run of a 44 game fucking season.
See, I think speedruns work for all the other games we play, but I don't think you can do a speedrun with sports.
It would be weird.
It would be very weird.
Because then it would be like speed run with Mexico, speed run with Germany,
Yeah.
speed run. But
okay, is it in-game hours or how many days did it take you to do it?
so
Because you mean to tell me you can sit there and powerhouse 48 games in a day?
God, yes.
No!
I don't know.
There's no way.
Turn it down to like 3-minute quarters. Or
No,
halves.
because then you gotta have regulation. Like you gotta have okay, this is a speed run for 2 minutes, 3 minutes,
Right.
4 minutes, full game length.
I would have never thought that we would have got 58 minutes in on this game. I guess to finish this game as we come into...
To be fair, I think Untouchables went over an hour.
Well, there was just a lot wrong with that. So, to go into before we rank it, the game wasn't that fun. It was more fun because we played it together.
It was entertaining together.
I do want to give it... I feel like I got to defend some shitty sports games like NBA Live 95. Did a lot of shit that they use now. This one doesn't necessarily.
But it had a good name.
But like I say, FIFA had not even been out for a year when this game was out. The first FIFA. And So, people are still figuring it out. If Capcom would have got it right, it might not be a fucking FIFA.
Yeah, it could be Capcom Soccer.
So I just appreciate, that it's there.
Again, like, in a world nowadays, like, if you had retrospect from before, and, like, Madden is the cornerstone of NFL.
Right.
And now I think we're starting to get, I think 2K is trying again.
Man, the 2K they had on Dreamcast was off
It was
the chain.
Yeah, it was banging.
Yeah.
And then, I think we got 2K trying again. But 2K owns the market of NBA.
Right.
And just EA owns the market of hockey. So, like, to see this, like, all funnel down into one mainstream of game, like I said, FIFA was out for a year. Like, this could be a completely different thing if Capcom would have hit it off.
Oh, yeah. All right, Josh. So here's where I've got your rankings. Okay. You've got 6 games so far. I've already got mine ranked. I was sounding it out while we were in the middle. You've got Gods number 1, American Gladiators number 2, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 3, Jetsons number 4, Sequest number 5, and Super Valis for number 6. I have Gods, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Gladiators, Jetsons, Super Valis, and Sequest. So we're just disagreeing at the bottom of there.
Yeah.
So
we're literally disagreeing.
We flipped American Gladiators, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and Sequest, and Super Valis. They're one spot off,
Yeah, I mean, depending on the day, it could have been the same.
So,
since you already got yours ranked, talk me through it.
Okay.
I have an idea where I want it.
All right, so we got to go to the Goldilocks. We got to find what's just right. Gods is way better in this game.
Yeah.
Sequest is still an abomination compared to this game to me. So I start going down the top of the list. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is better. Gladiators is better. Then we start talking, Jetsons. I didn't really care for that. Looking at Super Valis, I really didn't like Super Valis. So even though this game...
wasn't Jetsons a Capcom game as well?
Maybe. I can't remember. But, my finger hurt like hell.
Yeah.
I don't think Jetsons was a...
no, it wasn't.
Capcom. But...
No, it was Sting.
Yeah, that was it. It was because they paired up with Atlas. That's
That's
correct.
right.
So, Jetsons, I really think... Everybody says it's a hidden gem. I did not enjoy it. I don't think it's a hidden gem. Super Valis, I didn't enjoy. So, it's really, to me, is... I like American Gladiators. Does soccer go above Jetsons, below Jetsons? It's above Super Valis. It's going to go Gods, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Gladiators, Jetsons, Capcom Soccer Shootout, Super Valis, Sequest. Jetsons wasn't my favorite thing, but even though Capcom, I did have fun playing it, it wasn't my favorite thing ever either. I think I could play Jetsons. Just a longevity, I could probably play Jetsons
a little longer.
Yeah, I could do it one better. There's a little more meat there, I think. Whether it's putrid rotting meat or sweet meat.
Or your thumb.
Or my thumb. So that's where I'm at. I got it at number 5 of 7.
5 of 7.
So once again, you got Gods, American Gladiators, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Jetsons, Sequest, Super Valis. Do you think it was better in Super Valis?
Yeah, I do.
And Sequest?
Yeah.
I feel like them are probably correct statements.
Yeah, that's 100%.
So I think it really gets down because, I mean,
when it depends on the Jetsons.
And it's even American Gladiators. American Gladiators didn't have a lot of replayability. To me, American Gladiators was not really that close to it. But I don't know.
To me, it boils it down to the Jetsons and soccer right now. Because the Jetsons... it was a knock... okay, just to be blunt with the Jetsons. It felt to me like the Jetsons was a knockoff Super Mario.
Okay.
Because of the boss battles, like the whole first boss with the monkey, where you were grabbing things. All right, is that not...
I think it is off of Super Mario World.
Yeah, that's Super Mario World, boss 1, right?
Yeah. I feel like it.
Like 100%.
I'm with you. I'm not throwing that stone, but I'm pretty sure you're right.
I will throw that fucking stone.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
So, I mean, that's just what it felt like. And this is a Capcom game, and I have very fond memories of Capcom in general. I think the Jetsons is better.
I think you're probably right. I think it's better. So you're saying you're going to put it below the Jetsons, but above Sequest?
Of course, yeah. Because Sequest is just an abomination. It was more of a financial game.
Yeah, it was like a sim game. I'd make it a sim game if it's a sim game. Yeah.
Which I love sim games in general. Except for Sim Ant. Sim Ant was bullshit.
So you got... I think Sim World's going to be a bad one, too.
It probably will be.
We got Gods, American Gladiator, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, The Jetsons, Capcom Super Soccer Shootout.
Yep.
Should have been Super Shootout.
You almost said Super Strike Eagle right there.
Sequest and Super Valis. So we have Soccer Shootout, Sequest, Super Valis.
Yep.
Okay. Any predictions what we're going to have upcoming week, Josh?
I'm going to keep it in the family. Capcom.
Josh says Capcom. Let me think.
Wouldn't it be crazy if we got Mega Man Soccer?
I still think it's going to be a good game. I'm going to say we're going to get a puzzler.
Okay, a puzzler.
A little puzzler. So I guess we're just going to end up right there. We're going to draw a game, and we'll see you next week.
See y'all.